Hope you guys are ready for another episode of Double D's in your face. That's right.
And welcome back to another episode of Toxic Masculinity, where we are here to entertain, offend, defend anybody and everybody that we so desire. We are just simply men speaking about manly things. So if we tend to offend you, you have your right to either watch us or not. But rest assured, we shall not lose sleep about it. My co-host has been the last two times. It's been Tony Martinez sitting in for the long and awaited Mr. the Predator Don Frye, but we actually have Don back here once again.
This is from when we had Todd Standing on. A lot of people were a lot of people were just
Bigfoot?
wondering the Bigfoot guy. A lot of people were just wondering your real thoughts on Todd Standing. It says let's see, love Dan and Don. Todd Standing has such a bad reputation for hoaxing in Bigfoot community. They literally call him Fraud Standing.
Oof, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, I mean, and then just what are you guys? Do you think that there's a Bigfoot out there?
I think there is. I think there's space aliens and a Bigfoot, and I think there's so much stuff out there that we don't know about and that the government hides from us. You know, that's where I just want to pull my hair out. You know, people believe in the government to do this and that. Hell, they lied to us, you know, for years, decades, you know, and everybody wants to have faith in them. I just don't understand that at all. I mean, look at how can we be, you know, $30 trillion in debt when all they do is raise our taxes, you know, and they take the money and they give it away to foreign countries. I mean, why the hell does China need our money? You know, why does some of these other countries need our money?
Or I mean, just go back in when the Biden did that withdrawal, and then leaving all these billions of dollars worth of military equipment behind for the Taliban.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll tell you what, they should have all been. You know, they should have been
fired. They should have been fired just because they did a piss poor job. You left all this billions of dollars of equipment behind for the Taliban to be used against Americans and America.
The fucking Chinese have it too. You know, the Chinese that have it, they have all of our secrets. You know how these things operate. You know, geez, it's crazy. They should have all been stripped their jobs. That fucking Millie, you know, that guy's an idiot. And then all the congressmen who allow this to happen, you know, the president, the vice president, the speaker, they should have all lost their damn jobs right away.
Yep, that's treason is what they did. They basically sold out the United States. They sold out the United States. Bring back all that stuff.
Yeah, you know, bring back, if it costs more to bring it back than doesn't leave it there, then bring it back here and auction it off, you know, to American citizens, auction it off. You know, because I remember 20 or 30 years ago when they were bringing back those Humvees, you know, they started auctioning off those Humvees. And hell, I'd like to have one of those go to sand dunes in, you know, criminy. So why aren't they doing that? You know, why aren't they giving us, you know, selling us the rifles and the ammunition instead of giving it to the goddamn known terrorists?
Yep.
No kidding. That would be awesome. I'd love to go and auction for that stuff.
And they actually do run auctions for that kind of stuff periodically. You know, surplus.
Yeah.
And you're shocked with what they sell that stuff for.
No, but like what Don's saying though, I mean, I would love to be able to get some. They're not going to give us those guns.
No, it's well, again, not to Americans.
No. Yeah, well, why would they do that? We'll give them to terrorists. That's better.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, yeah, when you like to have a Humvee to cruise around on your private island, you know, and wave to the neighbors.
Well,
the one finger salute.
Well, the fact that it's only 1 acre, I might wear some pretty good ruts into it here pretty quick by just pulling a donut all the time here, a little circle.
Only 1 acre. Oh, there she
Oh
is.
my goodness, we got Quinny made her appearance. Look at that.
There's Quinn. There she is.
She made her cameo. She
Yep.
made her
Yes,
cameo.
yes.
That's what everyone's been missing. But what about you, Dan? Do you believe in aliens and all that stuff? All that fun?
There are
ghosts?
things that I mean there are things that they have found in the ocean just within these last couple of years that they thought had been extinct for centuries. So to know that they're finding stuff like this, is there a Loch Ness monster? Is there a Bigfoot? There are things that are out there that we have not rediscovered because we're not everywhere. We are not the all-knowing, all-seeing. So there are things that are out there. Can we be the only civilization in this galaxy
Gotta
of
be
a
something
billion
else.
stars? No, there's got to be other. And then you look at when they've done these various archaeological digs, they have found civilizations way before some of the civilizations that we are even aware of. Again,
Yeah.
it's all due to the way that they have to scan these objects to whether they're for their dates, for how old they are and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Again, you have to find out. I mean, how perfected is this? I mean, seems to be pretty good what they have going. But I mean, just when you look at what they find and the unearthed, it's kind of going. There's been other civilizations that lived on our planet before us that we really know nothing about. And then we look at the Great Pyramids. How did these pyramids get out in the middle of this desert? These big rocks that would take machinery, well advanced machinery, or to move them right now. It's incredible. And then what precision that they built them with, where it's perfection. So I don't know. I just look at that. I'm just throwing all the different examples and just letting people know that, yeah, there's been all kinds of things that we don't know about yet.
Have
That's
Like the Isle of Malta, down in Peru, the walls there.
Mhm.
I mean, the great pyramids are just simple structures compared to those.
Yeah. You look at Stonehenge again. What Stonehenge represents, and there's just certain things that are around. And where's the lost city of Atlantis? I mean, they think it's been discovered a couple of different times, and it's stuff that's in history books. And yet they think they've discovered it, and maybe they have, maybe they haven't. But there's a lot of things on this planet. It's so vast. It's so vast, but then it's now I'm going to go to a modern type of thing. They're talking about greenhouse emissions here in the United States. If the United States is the only country that is trying to bring our gas emissions, carbon footprint under control, what difference is that going to make in this world if Canada, if China, if Mexico, if Russia, if none of these other countries or continents do anything? It's like a pimple on an elephant's ass for what it's going to do. And they're trying to push, like electrical cars. Everybody's got to have an electrical car now. There's no grid system in place, and they want to spend more billions of dollars. I mean, it's again the stupidity that is taking place. Again, we're going just throughout the course of tonight's conversation. Stupidity keeps reigning in there, left and right.
Yep.
More with the left than it is with the right. I couldn't help myself there on that one.
You're having rolling brownouts, you're having blackouts, and they haven't even started plugging in cars yet. I mean, come on, people.
Where does electricity come from? That's what people don't. It's like it's not. It comes from coal.
They're stupid. People are so they're just they don't understand it. That's how stupid they are. And you got a goddamn president and this whole administration are that damn dumb.
And how much of that are we going to need if everybody starts using it already? I mean, we already have problems with electricity, and then imagine everybody's going to need that for their cars.
Yep.
We need probably 10 times the amount of energy, electric producing power plants than we have, and we don't have them, so we're going to be in big trouble.
Yep.
Yeah, well, again, it's you look at the monopoly. Who's actually looking to hold this power? Who's going to be? What company's going to be making all this solar for us? Who's going to be making all these wind turbines for me? Which one of these governors or which one of these Congress people has their finger in the old tip jar here right now that has that company that now we're going to be throwing more billions of dollars to this person or to that person. It's again, there's things that should be done. I'll close on this last segment here right now. When you simply just look at when someone is running for an office, look at the last presidential election alone. When you look at the millions and millions of dollars that are spent on advertisement, and people are they're just so stupid. I think there should be just a cap. Should be just a cap, like $1 million top. Boom, that's it. And because I mean,
everybody should have the same amount of money.
Yeah, same cap.
Yeah,
and
then go for it that way.
And know that, I mean, again, I think what the turds are hoping for is the more times that they can get out there and they have all these commercials that put them in a good light, even though they might be lies, they might be saying it is a way of brainwashing people, whether they know it or not. The more times you keep hearing this, people are easily swayed because like, oh, is that nice? He actually was petting his pooch. And if they can, it might be for that one camera pose right there. People in political positions, you gotta have to scrape out the first couple layers to really find out who they really are. And then there's other people you can just see who they are. You don't have to peel back any of those layers. Yeah. Big monies are simply just buying elections. That's all they're doing.
Yep.
The real people are not getting into office. The people that really can make good decisions for America and Americans.
Right. Well, they don't want to get involved with it because they don't have the damage control where people dig up dirt on them from, he said something to me 30 years ago and it hurt my feelings. So what? That was 30 years ago. Deal with it. Move on.
We need a high note here to finish off this. This is too depressing right now. Tony, we need a high note. Don, we need a high note. What are we going to talk about?
Oh, that's as high as I get, brother.
Okay.
Oh, the fat lady song. Dang it. I guess it's time to wrap it up. Well, this isn't a high note. It's not a high note, but here, we'll talk about this real quick. So the House, they passed legislation that would ban.
You're already going down a bad alley right now.
I know.
With this one. That the House. Okay, go ahead.
But they're gonna pass legislation that would ban assault weapons for the first time since 2004. Since it's all the mass shootings that have been happening lately.
That's illegal. The mass shooting was a cop's fault. It was over 400 cops on scene. And why they didn't stop it is bullshit. They should have fired that goddamn guy, that police chief right away. There shouldn't be right away. They should have fired his ass that day. And for them to put a ban on anything, the Second Amendment says shall not be infringed. Infringed in the terms of the law mean trespassed. You should not step on, cross, go over, anyway, nothing. You should not be infringed in any way. There's nothing that they can do which is legal for them to do in any way or against guns.
No,
whether it be federal or local, even the cities can't have a loss against them.
Well, like you said, that mass shooting was because no one reacted. Those cops, why didn't they go in there and stop that guy? And there was the other shooting not too long ago in the food court at the mall, and this 21-year-old kid saved everybody. I mean, because he had a gun on him and was carrying.
Yeah, he did the job.
Yeah, and like that stopped. I think maybe 4 people died. But can you imagine that guy came in there, armed, ready to do another shooting, go into a place where you're not supposed to have guns, and thank God that guy had a gun. That kid did the right thing, like he was able to did what you should do with a gun, protect people.
I'm surprised he hasn't been had charges pressed against him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he should probably be in for murder, right? Because he killed that guy
for breaking the law but carrying a gun.
Yeah. But that's what people need. If people could carry weapons, be armed, I think it would be. No one's gonna go there. Why would you? Things. They look at things differently, and instead of banning weapons, they need to make it so people know how to use them properly and can protect other human beings. It proves it right there. That kid saved plenty of lives that day.
Right.
Yes.
From reaction that a cop could do for kids.
As we stated earlier, bad people will always get guns and weaponry. No matter what, they're still going to get that. Let the good people have their guns.
Yeah, they're going to get. It's a great point. Yeah, they're going to get their weapons. So why can't we be protected?
Look at the asshole in Wisconsin back at the Christmas parade, ran all those people over with a car. You didn't see cars being banned all of a sudden. People, if they're going to kill, people are going to find a way to kill.
Yeah, well, that's what I say. They saw that in New York. Now people are hitting people with cars and then getting out and mugging them and then taking off.
Yeah,
it's like yeah, okay. Like they're not going to do anything.
There's no law enforcement.
Yeah,
because the idiot fucking mayor, and the governor, they're worthless.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in, and so we need people to stand up. And if everyone could look out for the other human beings, everything could be a lot better.
What they said, an armed society is a polite society.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know who's got a gun and who's going to pull it out and use it. If you slap them across the face. If I were to go slap somebody across the face who had a gun, I would deserve to be shot. It'd be my just for a stupidity basis.
Thank you for watching another episode of Double D's in your face. You better like, subscribe, and share, or I'm going to come to your house.